Combat Training Battalion, School of Infantry East, Training Command, Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, from 15 October to 12 November 2013. During this period, Private First Class Craven demonstrated a superior degree of professionalism, initiative, and motivation in all aspects of his duties, executing his responsibilities with proficiency and confidence far beyond his level of experience. He served as an outstanding example to fellow Marines. His extraordinary efforts and desire to excel resulted in his distinction as the company honor graduate. Private First Class Craven's professionalism and devotion to duty reflected credit upon him and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the United States Marine Corps. Signed, Billy Ray Moore Jr., Lieutenant Colonel, United States Marine Corps, Commanding. The honor graduate is also receiving a book and a plaque from the Marine Corps Association, which reads, "The Board of Governors of the Marine Corps Association takes pleasure in presenting this award to Private First Class Craven in recognition of high endeavor and superior accomplishment while enrolled in a course of study prescribed by the Commandant of the Marine Corps." Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving these Marines a round of applause for their hard work. At this time, we would like to recognize the Marines who have received a meritorious mass. The combat instructors of Company F identified the top 5% of students that have demonstrated a positive attitude, superb motivation, and outstanding performance, which has earned them the respect and admiration of their peers and seniors alike. From 1st Platoon, Private First Class Archie, Private First Class Evans Pikett, Private First Class Thornton, Private Birch, Private Womack. From 2nd Platoon, Private First Class Andrews, Private First Class Mond, Private Frazier, Private Schultz, Private Waldrop. From 3rd Platoon, Private First Class Fatima, Private First Class Johnson, Private First Class Herbert, Private Bagley, Private Medina. From 4th Platoon, serving as Company Guidon Bearer, Private First Class Mitchell, Private Larry, Private Sanchez, and Private Humphrey. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving these Marines a round of applause for their hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, the Company F Commanding Officer, Captain Solid.
Good morning, Colonel Connor, Colonel Moore, Colonel Player, Sergeant Major Cox, Sergeant Major Garza, and distinguished guests, family, and friends. In one explanation for the Corps' success, former Commandant General C.E. Mundy noted, "Only in the Marine Corps can you take an artilleryman, a tanker, or a cook and tell him that he is an infantryman and he'll know what to do." Today we recognize Class 2 Tech 14's achievement in successfully completing their Phase 1 of Marine Corps Common Skills Training. The skills they have learned here, presented over the course of a rigorous 29-day training program, provide each Marine with the fundamental tools necessary to operate in a combat environment and thus carry on a tradition as old as the Corps itself. That regardless of MOS, a Marine is a rifleman first. Marines Class 2 Tech 14, you have endured many challenges over the past 29 days. Your enthusiasm, determination, teamwork, and professionalism are the same qualities that have aided Marines since the dawn of our Corps and continue to serve as the benchmark for military service throughout the world. Take pride in your accomplishments, but always continue to seek self-improvement. Graduation from MCT is but another step forward for your development as a United States Marine, a warrior, and a contributive member of this great society. On today's battlefield, the enemy makes no distinction between infantry and non-infantry, making your ability to perform as a rifleman as important as ever. It is most certain that our nation will continue to call on her Marines as those first to fight. Remember what you have learned here, as the skills you have acquired over the past 29 days will serve you well when you answer America's call to send in the Marines. Once again, congratulations on your successful completion of Marine combat training. Good luck at your MOS school and in the operating forces. Semper Fidelis.
Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have earned the respect and the title United States Marine. In keeping with our slogan, once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. We ask those men and women in the audience who have served in the United States Marine Corps to please rise. We also ask those men and women who have served in the Navy, Army, Air Force, or Coast Guard to also rise. Please join me in showing our appreciation for their dedicated service. Ladies and gentlemen, the combat instructors of our graduating company will remain following the ceremony and will be pleased to meet with you. Students with family attending the ceremony will come forward after being dismissed and will meet you on the parade deck. Please rise for the benediction from Chaplain Hahn and remain standing for the playing of the Marines hymn.
Let us pray. Almighty Father, whose command is over all and whose love never fails, make today's graduating Marines aware of your presence and obedient to your will. Keep them true to their best selves, guarding them against dishonesty in purpose and deed, and helping them to live so that they can face their fellow Marines, their loved ones, and you without shame or fear. Protect their families. Give them the will to do the work of a Marine and to accept their share of responsibilities with vigor and enthusiasm. Keep them loyal and faithful to their superiors and to the duties their country and the Marine Corps have entrusted to them. Make them considerate of those committed to their leadership. Help them to wear their uniform with dignity and let it remind them daily of the traditions which they must uphold. If they are inclined to doubt, steady their faith. If they are tempted, make them strong to resist. If they should miss the mark, give them courage to try again. Guide them with the light of truth and grant them wisdom by which they may understand the answer to their prayer. Amen.
Company, attack, up! Fox Company, dismiss!
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our graduation.